The air at Fenway Park was absolutely buzzing tonight. Fans were on their feet, cheering loudly for their teams. The lights shone brightly on the green field. The smell of popcorn and hot dogs filled the air. This game had all the makings of an instant classic. The stakes were incredibly high for both the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Both teams are fighting hard for playoff position this year. A win tonight would mean a big boost in the standings. The players felt that pressure and that excitement. You could see it in their eyes during warm-ups. They were focused and ready to compete at their best. This matchup promised great pitching and powerful hitting. The Braves came in with a strong lineup, always dangerous. The Red Sox were eager to defend their home turf. Every pitch and every at-bat felt significant. The crowd reacted to every single play. From the very first inning, you knew this would be a back-and-forth battle. The energy from the stands definitely fueled the players on the field. It was a perfect setting for a memorable game. On the mound for the Atlanta Braves was the formidable Chris Sale. It was a big return to Fenway for the former Red Sox star. Sale looked sharp from his first warm-up toss. He brought his usual intensity to the mound. His slider was biting early, and his fastball had life. Facing him for the Boston Red Sox was Tanner Houck. Houck has really come into his own this season. He has become a reliable arm for Boston. He started strong, attacking the strike zone. His sinker was working well, getting early ground balls. He matched Sale's intensity, pitch for pitch. The crowd was behind him with every delivery he made. The first couple of innings were a real pitcher's duel. Sale recorded a couple of quick strikeouts. Houck, meanwhile, navigated the top of the Braves lineup skillfully. Both pitchers were efficient with their pitches. It was clear that runs would be at a premium early on in this contest. The scoreboard remained scoreless through 2 innings. This strong start from both pitchers built the tension even more. The game remained scoreless into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chris Sale was still looking very much in control for the Braves. He had retired the first 2 Red Sox hitters. Then, Trevor Story stepped up to the plate for Boston. The count went to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sale delivered a fastball, trying to challenge him inside. Story was ready for it. He turned on the pitch with incredible bat speed. The connection was pure, a sweet sound off the bat. The ball rocketed high and deep towards the green monster. There was no doubt about this one from the moment he hit it. The crowd erupted as the ball sailed over the famous left field wall. It was a solo home run, and it gave the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. As Trevor Story rounded the bases, Fenway Park was electric. His teammates poured out of the dugout to greet him. That home run was a huge momentum shifter. It showed that even a pitcher as good as Sale could be vulnerable. The fans were absolutely delirious with joy. Story's powerful swing had given Boston the lead. The Red Sox lead, however, did not last for very long. The Atlanta Braves have one of the most dangerous lineups in baseball. They can strike back at any moment, and they did just that. In the top of the 4th inning, it was their superstar's turn. Ronald Acuña Jr. came to the plate with a runner on first base. Acuña Jr. is a player who can change a game with one swing. He has incredible power and speed, a true 5-tool talent. Tanner Houck had been pitching well for Boston, but Acuña Jr. is a tough matchup for any pitcher. Houck tried to pitch him carefully, working the corners of the plate. He fell behind in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. He had to come in with a strike. Acuña Jr. was waiting. He got a pitch he could drive, a fastball over the middle. He unleashed his powerful swing and the ball exploded off his bat. It soared deep into the Boston night. The ball landed way back in the center field bleachers. It was a majestic 2-run homer for Ronald Acuña Jr. Just like that, the Braves had taken a 2-1 lead. The Atlanta dugout erupted with cheers. Acuña Jr. admired his shot for a moment, then sprinted around the bases. His home run silenced the Fenway crowd, at least for a little while. This showed the Braves' resilience. This exchange of home runs really set the stage for the rest of the game. It was clear this game was going to be a slugfest. The pressure was now back on the Red Sox to answer. Alright folks, here we are in the middle innings, and after those thrilling home runs, both pitchers, Chris Sale and Tanner Houck, have really settled back down. The game has tightened up considerably, and runs are, well, much harder to come by now. Sale, for the Braves, started mixing his pitches effectively. He's using that slider more, keeping the Red Sox hitters off balance. He's worked his way out of a couple of jams with some key strikeouts. And then we have Tanner Houck pitching for the Red Sox. He showed great composure too, you know. Even after Acuña Jr.'s home run, he didn't let it rattle him too much. He just kept attacking those Braves hitters and relied on his defense to make plays behind him. The managers, oh boy, they were making moves as well. They were considering pinch hitters and defensive replacements. The score remained 2-1 in favor of the Braves for quite a while. Section 6. Glove work shines defensive masterpieces. While the hitters provided early fireworks, the defense also made its mark. There were several incredible plays that kept runs off the board. These plays shifted momentum and energized the players. In the top of the fifth, the Braves threatened again. They had a runner on second with one out. A line drive was hit sharply to left center field. It looked like a sure extra base hit, maybe even an RBI. But Jarred Duran had other ideas for the Red Sox. Duran, Boston's speedy center fielder, got a great jump on the ball. He sprinted hard, covering a lot of ground quickly. At the last second, he laid out in a full dive. He snagged the ball just inches before it hit the grass. What an amazing catch. The runner had to scramble back to second base. Fenway Park roared its approval for Duran's spectacular effort. That play saved a run and ended the inning. It was a true game changer. The Braves also showed off their leather. In the bottom of the sixth, their shortstop made a fantastic play. With a Red Sox runner on first, a hard ground ball was hit up the middle, but Orlando Arcia ranged far to his left and backhanded the ball smoothly. Section 7. The bullpen chess match pressure mounts. As the game moved into the later innings, the starting pitchers began to tire. Tanner Houck gave the Red Sox a strong outing. He left after 6 innings with the score still 2-1 Braves. Chris Sale also pitched deep into the game for Atlanta. He showed flashes of his old dominant self. But both managers knew it was time to turn to their bullpens. This is where games are often won or lost. The chess match between the managers intensified. The Red Sox bullpen was called upon first. They needed to keep the deficit at just 1 run. Each reliever who came in understood the pressure. They faced the heart of the Braves lineup. Every pitch was critical. A walk or a mistake could be costly. The Boston relievers did a solid job. They attacked the hitters and trusted their defense. They managed to put up a 0 in the 7th inning. This kept the Red Sox right in the game. Then it was Atlanta's turn to go to their bullpen. Their relievers are known for being tough. They came in trying to protect that slim 1-run lead. The Red Sox hitters were determined to fight back. Section 8. 9th inning drama, down to the wire. The score remained tight, 2-1 Braves heading into the bottom of the 9th inning. Fenway Park was absolutely rocking. This was the moment everyone had been waiting for. The Red Sox were down to their final 3 outs. They needed to rally against the Braves closer. Closers are brought in for these high-pressure situations. Atlanta's closer was known for his powerful fastball and calm demeanor. He was tasked with shutting the door. The inning started with a leadoff walk for the Red Sox. Hope surged through the stadium. A base runner meant the tying run was on base. The next batter hit a sharp single to right field. Suddenly, the Red Sox had runners on first and second with no outs. The noise in Fenway was deafening. The Braves' closer looked a little rattled. The pressure was clearly mounting on him. The tying run was in scoring position. The winning run was on first. The next Red Sox batter laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt. It moved the runners to second and third with 1 out. Smart baseball. Section 9. Final takeaways. What this thriller means. What an unbelievable game of baseball we witnessed tonight. The Red Sox pulling off that dramatic 3-2 walk-off win was truly special. This game had everything a fan could ask for. We saw great starting pitching from both Chris Sale and Tanner Houck. We saw star power with home runs from Trevor Story and Ronald Acuña Jr. There were amazing defensive plays that saved runs. And of course, that incredible 9th inning comeback. For the Boston Red Sox, this victory is huge. It shows their resilience and their ability to fight until the very end. Winning a close game like this against a tough team like the Braves can build tremendous confidence. Players like Trevor Story, who delivered the early homer, will gain momentum. The bullpen also deserves a lot of credit for keeping them in the game. This win will surely energize the team and the fan base as they continue their season. It keeps them right in the thick of the playoff race. For the Atlanta Braves, this is a tough loss to swallow. They played well for most of the game. Chris Sale pitched a gem in his return to Fenway. Acuña Jr. showed why he's one of the best, but they couldn't hold the lead in the 9th. Baseball can be a cruel game sometimes. They will need to regroup quickly.